Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
After the way the game started tonight, I suspect that defeat was quite a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah, I mean, we really need to find a way past these guys. I think that's six in a row this year. And it's frustrating because I agree with you that the first period we came out and we played like we wanted to. Tied that goal up. The atmosphere in here was great. But to give my guys a bit of credit, they just play short every night. And you can see them tiring. A guy like Ryan Dingle needs to be playing at his high energy to be effective, and come the 56-minute mark when I need him going, the excessive amount of minutes is clearly worn on him, and that comes down to the excessive amount of injuries that we've had this year. I mean, effectively, I had an import playing injured tonight, so we're effectively 3 import forwards down, and that creates a depth problem.
But as we heard at the start of the game, you're taking steps towards solving that. We've got a new player coming in.
Yeah, Bryan Cameron flew in this afternoon. It's something that we sorely need. We need another right-handed forward, probably another one if possible. But it finally got done. His ITC wasn't cleared for tonight, but he's here. He watched the game tonight, and be nice to see him in the lineup next weekend.
Are there other players that you've got kind of sort of waiting in the wings that you're trying to get in as well?
Yeah, no, we've talked to a number of guys. I mean, it was really right-handed forwards. I mean, Brooksy's our only right-handed import forward, and after the loss of Shane Stockton, I mean, I keep going back to it, but that was a pivotal loss for this club. A lot of our offense was built around Shane. He's a good player, great teammate, and always has an impact in the game. And not having those right-handed options, effectively limits you, in certain power plays and guys playing their off wings. May sound like a small thing, but it isn't. You think about how effective the Dingle, Fox, Stockton power play unit was at the start of the year, and that's strictly from Stock's capability to play in front of the net, be a one-time option. So we've been looking to replace since that time, really. Unfortunately, this has just been a season where right-handers have not been available for whatever reason, but I think we found a good one in Bryan. He's going to give us some grit. He's a guy who's not scared to stand in front of the net, something I think we lack of at times. And that'll be really his wheelhouse, getting in on the forecheck and standing in front of opposition goaltenders.
And not afraid to get the puck in the back of the net, certainly as far as previous seasons are concerned.
Yeah, I mean, and that's important. I mean, what we really need is 8 import forwards, healthy and playing. What that does is that gives us 3 lines. I think I heard Scooney got man of the match tonight. Is that right? Yeah. Scooney's playing well. Scooney is your 9th. And you're just able to roll 3 at teams consistently all night. And that's not taking away anything from Jamie Wilson and Stephen Gunn. I thought that they played all right in the shifts that they're out tonight. But it's difficult when you have a team like Braehead who roll 4 lines. They're able to line match, the Pekka line, against our, certain lines, and it does affect you. Albeit tonight it didn't. So I think it's important that we get that depth in our lineup.
As you say, Scooney was man of the match tonight, and he really seemed to be getting under the skin of the Clan players this evening.
Well, that's something that has to be said about Josh. I've worked with him for a number of years now, And for a lot of years, he really sat there on the bench and didn't get his opportunity. His opportunity arose this year. I think he's grasped it, and Josh knows what's going to keep him in the lineup, and that is, being physical, standing up to the opposition, and doing what makes him an effective player out there for him. So. Good for Josh, and long may it continue.
And a massive crowd in this building tonight, which kind of reflects the sort of tie it was always going to be.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing. Such a big crowd that we couldn't pick up a win for them. I know the guys are awful disappointed. They get more down than anybody. Believe me, that was a pretty quiet dressing room after. And they know how much it means. It's been a long time since we've seen that many people in the building. Whether it's that time of year, we managed to string 3 wins together. People figure we're turning a corner, and come up short against the Clan once more. So we have them a few more times later on in the season, and I'll look at getting guys healthy. I think Thinell's not that far away from being back in the lineup. Shaber took a nasty hit to the head last game, so he's day-to-day. I wouldn't be able to make an assessment, and we get Bryan Cameron in the lineup next weekend. So, hopefully, we've seen off this first half of injuries, and can eliminate excuses and move forward.
And just finally, Manchester in this building next weekend. So this pressure of these conference games just keeps on coming.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel at times that we perform better out of our conference than in, which is a little disappointing. This conference over the last month or so seems to open right up, and that bad December we had. Kind of seen us slip down the table, but like tonight was a match for 5th place in the league, and somewhere we would have loved to have been, but we have games in hand on them. We have to think positive and move forward. We get healthy and we start chasing these guys down.
Todd, thanks very much.
Thank you.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.